Based on that, we can use the reconciliation account. So domestic vendor reconciliation account, international vendor reconciliation account, one-time vendor. If client is not required for client is not expecting for separate reconciliation account. If one reconciliation account is enough for all the business partners, like all groups, then we will create one reconciliation account. But client requirement is client want to view the report for each and every vendor group file, so that we can create a separate reconciliation account. Reconciliation accounts. So in FS00 GL point of view, we will create.
చేస్తున్నాను.
In reconciliation account, FS00, so reconciliation account, all vendor reconciliation account. So vendor is nothing but liability. So bulk level vendor reporting, if you want to generate, that GL also comes under the vendor reconciliation account, comes under the current liabilities. So current under the current liabilities, we already created current vendor reconciliation account, then created tolerance group for both OBA3. This one also previous class created. Assign vendor and customer tolerance group for company code. So whatever we created the tolerance group, then we have to assign our company code. So this is the basic steps while you are attending the interviews. Explain about the vendor master data. Simply you have to explain these things. In as per HANA point of view, same way we can create the business partners, and we have to assign business master data synchronization field. We have to assign business partner groups to vendor groups. So that is separate concept. I will cover later when we are entering the S/4HANA point of view. Then XK01 T code, we will create the vendor. So that one also completed in previous class, as well as document also posted in previous class. So simply accounts payable document point of view, this is the T codes. Vendor invoice posting in single screen. FB60. So document type is KR document, right? And vendor invoice posting in double screen. F-43. This is also document, KR document. And vendor invoice clearing in single screen. So F-53. So for example, anyone share your screen? Like Anusha, are you possible to share your screen? You are also joined in mobile, right?
Yeah. I have joined it mobile soon.
So can I share my screen?
But you have till you didn't done master data, right? You have completed vendor master data.
No, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. No, actually, vendor master data I didn't.
Okay, just to share your screen and open it.
Okay, but I didn't complete so.
That's what again we have to do from starting onwards. So, okay, leave it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm trying to share my screen. Oh, okay, open my server. Hello, my voice is audible, right? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay, this is the FB60 screen. Already in previous class we posted. FB60 point of view, whenever you try to post vendor invoice, automatically when material account debit to vendor name credit to. So here automatically vendor name, it will be displaying top side. So once we can update a vendor name, and here vendor line item relevant amount we are going to update here. And one more line item, material account, we need to update here and debit side enter. Then we can save it. Then finally document it will be posted. Same way, vendor invoice point of view. So posting is debit 40 and credit 31. We just check couple of invoices, some other company, because this company I didn't updated master data everything. Slash and FB slash and FBL1N. Plus 70 slash and FBL. So here you can see this is the vendor invoice. Vendor invoice. Whenever you purchasing material from vendor invoice, right? So inventory raw material account debit to, vendor account credit to. See here minus comes under the credit to. So coming to the GL point of view, debit 40, credit 50. Posting keys, right? This is the posting keys. This is the important question. Sometimes interviewer is asking, explain the posting keys, but immediately we are not answering. But keep in your mind, posting keys are also important. So general ledger point of view, 40 for credit, 50 for credit, and vendor invoices point of view, 40 for debit, same way, same thing, and 31 for credit too. So 31 credit too. So this is the invoices. So based on that, I'll update in Excel sheet only. So like that, I updated 3 or 4 invoices. From your point of view, also you have to post 3 to 4 invoices. And coming to clearing, vendor invoices clearing. It means once we receive the, it means once we receive the goods and services to the vendor, so later we have to pay the amount. It means we have to clear that invoice amount. Then with the help of manual payment, invoice clearing F-53, we are going to make the payment. So in manual payment, so cash payment or bank payment, whatever, vendor invoice clearing cash or bank account and company, right? So once again, F-53, ration, right? This is the vendor, everyone knows regarding this. This is the vendor payment screen. So here document date, posting date, everything we have to update it. So from means we are making the payment from which bank account. Like here we have to bank account or GL account also. So here I'm updating. So before going to, so in our whatever I'm creating 1100 company code, in that I didn't updated vendor master data. So that I'm taking one more company. So tomorrow onwards, so myself only share the screen and updating same company code. So I never face this kind of issues. Okay, here company code is TS here and document date. Example, I'm telling 27042025 and document number, whatever. So amount 5,000, 5,000. So before going to post, what is the requirement? Requirement is we have some open invoices. Then only system it will take the payment. You just remember this. This is the vendor payment screen, right? And accounting point of view. So which vendor relevant we are making the payment. So here Open item selection is nothing but vendor and customer, right? So in this scenario, this company point of view, I will create TSCR point of view, I will create 3 vendor accounts. So enter, no amount toleration. So there is some settings mandatory. So it is not possible to post number range missing and everything in this company. Okay, no issue. But tomorrow I'll update everything. So and today we'll discuss just overview about the vendor advance down payment process. So regarding this vendor invoice payment, everyone clear, right? In yesterday class, Aparna ma'am is sharing the screen. So till class, everyone clear, right? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So simply, today I'll discuss about vendor advance payment, right? So can anyone read this one? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Can I? May
Ah,
I?
yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, read it.
Okay. Vendor down payment process. A vendor down payment refers to an initial payment made to a vendor or supplier before the delivery of goods or services. This advance payment is typically a portion of the total cost, and it is used to secure the vendor's commitment to fulfill the order or contract. The down payment can help the vendor cover initial costs for materials, production, or setup required for the order. This type of arrangement is common in large transactions, custom orders, or situations where the vendor needs funds upfront to start the work. In accounting, vendor down payments are often recorded as prepaid expenses or advance to vendors and are later offset against the final invoice once the goods or services are delivered.
Okay. Can you explain your own way?
Okay. Firstly, uh, a vendor down payment. It is the initial payment made by the vendors or a supplier before the delivery of goods or services. Firstly, if like if firstly a vendor made the payment before the delivery goods or services, and this is the advance payment paid by the vendor. Like some portion, like total cost, it doesn't pay it before the cost of the amount. Some a few portions will be paid before that. After receiving the products, uh, then after that whole amount will be paid by the paid through the vendor.
Okay. And this one?
There are a few key points to note: non-refundable versus refundable. Some advance payments may be non-refundable if the contract is cancelled, while others may be refunded partially or fully based on the terms. Prepayment terms: the vendor may require a certain percentage of the total order value to be paid in advance. Example: 20%, 50%. Accounting treatment: for the buyer, an advance payment is recorded as a prepaid expense, and for the vendor, it is recorded as a liability until the goods services are delivered.
Okay. Explain your own way, not for these lines.
Okay, so non-refundable versus refundable, it means that uh, if some advance payment has been done, so it would be non-refundable if the contract has been cancelled. Otherwise, refunded partially payment it could be happened. Otherwise, fully payment it could be happen based on the protocols and terms and conditions. And prepayment terms. the vendor may require the certain amount percentage. After that, it is the total value to be paid in advance. For an example, 20% it may be paid. Otherwise, 50% may be paid uh, before the few amount we need to be pay advance. So we can pay the amount 20% as per the requirement. Otherwise, 50% we can pay it. And accounting treatment, it means that for the buyer, an advance payment, it would be recorded for the prepaid expenses for the vendors, and it would be recorded as a liability until the goods or services it would be delivered or not. But yeah, it is recorded in the liability for the vendor purpose.
Okay. Second time also you read it only. You don't explain your own with the single line. I'm expecting single line only from your side. Entire these three steps.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So we already discussed vendor advance payment. Create vendor advance payment means so we already discussed vendor advance payment. We can treat it as a current asset, right? If we can pay the advance to the vendor, so whenever we receive the goods and services, till date we can treat that transaction. We can treat as a advance payment. So we can treat it vendor advance payment comes under current asset. So vendor reconciliation account, open item management, because vendor advance, we can select the open item management line item display. So these and all the fields you are going to create. So just FS00 current assets, vendor advance payment. So this is another company. So once master data is completed our regular company, then maybe tomorrow before going to start the class, I will complete it all those things. This is the vendor advance payment creation. Just edit this one. Here you can see the GL comes under the type and display. Current assets and loans and advances comes under the balance sheet. So vendor advance payment GL account. Long test also control data. So here vendor advance payment we can treat as a click on vendor reconciliation accounts also mandatory. And coming to line item display, vendor number. These and all the fields updated. Go to create bank interest. So vendor advance. So because once we can make the advance vendor, later that advance GL account, anyhow we have to clear, right? Then only it will be nullified. If we can make the advance from vendor with one GL account, then we can leave it. Then again making the payment to the vendor with the same invoices, then it will be misused. So whenever we making the advance payment, that GL account we have to assign vendor master data. Sorry, at the time of transaction, we need to some basic configuration. Then while user trying to post advance payment, he'll update it the special GL indicators as well as select the vendor. So then automatically it will update it that transaction belongs to vendor advance payment. So before prerequisites, we have to create the GL account, right? So as per our worksheet, GL account creation is completed. Then coming to assign GL account advance paid to vendor. So simply advance paid to vendor. So there we have a small configurations before going to before post any vendor related advance payment in SAP ERP. We need to do some basic configuration. That is, whatever we created the advance payment GL account, that GL account we have to assign under the OBYR configuration. Then only it will work. So /n OBYR. So here you can see maintain accounting configurations for special GL accounts. So once class is completed, you can join the same link and maintain accounting configuration special GL account. So this is also one of the interview questions. Special GL means down payment request, down payment. So these and all we can treat as a special GL account. So here K means account type. K means vendor. Simply blindly we can remind. K means account type for vendors. So here I'm selecting special GL. SGL indicators means special GL. Each and every nature of special GLs, SAP provide different words. down payment, financial payment request, down payment, some other like financial assets related down payment request, intangible assets. So nature of the asset wise we have to use, but down payment and current assets. So all the vendor, why we can use down payment means we have to purchase raw material, whatever. So that also current assets, and the vendor advance payment also we can treat the current assets, so that we can select the simply A. So here click on double click on down payment, then automatically our chart of accounts it will be displayed. Continue. If you want to change another chart of accounts, continue. So here, so for example, as part of business, we have a reconciliation account, so vendor reconciliation account. So in this TSOC company, I created only one vendor, that is domestic, so that I can create a one domestic vendor reconciliation account. But in our scenario, as real-time scenarios, company having maximum 10 or minimum 10 or 20 reconciliation accounts. So maximum based on the business requirement. So based on that, how many reconciliation account? So here this is the reconciliation account. So just FS00 slash and FS00 current liabilities domestic vendor. So here I created only one reconciliation account, so that I am updating one reconciliation account. If as per our requirement, if company having 10 reconciliation account, we will assign 10 reconciliation account, and advanced GL account, same GL account 100706 only we have to update it here. And here how many reconciliation account we have, based on that we have to update different all reconciliation account for same GL account. Like that we have to assign under the OBYR transaction code whatever we created the GL accounts, then we have to assign, right? Just I'm not saving this one. This is the process. Next, advanced advanced GL account created, then we have to assign. Then coming to advance entry, like down payment entry. So F dot 48. So here entry is KA document. So a document type is KA document. So vendor advance payment. So just go for SAP F dot 48, F dot 48 slash N F dot 48. You can see this is the vendor advance payment. Same way we are updating document date and vendor number. Same how we are making the vendor payment F dash 44, 54, as well as here also we have to update it vendor details, bank details, everything. So vendor number. So I just selected Amar Raja. So here, while trying to post the transaction, here we have to select the special GL account. So A down payment request, whatever. So our requirement is select an A, continue. Then bank account. From which bank onwards we are making the advance to particular vendor. So I'm selecting some other bank. Amount 50,000. Value date 27/04/2025. No amount. Here also some settings, number ranges and everything. So it will take time to updating all the things. Yes, here number range is missing for 2025. OBA7. Create document. KZ, okay. KZ document. So like financial year is updated up to March 31st. I updated some number ranges for this company code 15 TSCR. What are the intervals? Like 2024 only. 15 2025 from number 1. Enter without overlap. Okay. Reference group also not created. Okay. Leave it. So tomorrow onwards, I will complete my company code only. 1100. If I need to update all the user IDs, again another company code also have to change. Okay, here we have to update all the required fields, and at the time of we can select a special GL only. Then automatically once payment is completed, so while FB FBL1N, so this is a vendor level reporting. So here we can update if you want to generate special GL transactions. Click on this one and remove this one and updated all the dates and everything. Select all, execute. If previously I paid some advance payment in this Tata Steel vendor, so whenever making the vendor payment, system it will show like a KZ document only. $1017. How the document it will be display means FB03 1017. Here you can see this is the advance payment. So here advance payment point of view, whenever we making the advance, so bank side credit, right? Bank account like vendor account debit to and bank account to credit to. Like this is the transaction. So from bank side amount it will be debited. So it is showing negative balance, and when vendor point of view positive balance, but this balance we make to the vendor as a advance payment. So special GL indicators point of view, it will show as A. And posting key point of view, so it will display separately 29A whenever we generate the report. So it will display 29 posting key means it is the advance payment only, right? So and for debit and credit posting key is 50. So advance payment scenario, debit posting key is 29 and credit posting is 50, right? This is the things. So I'm explaining today, but tomorrow class I'm explaining clear everything. Sorry, there are down payment. Sorry. Debit posting key 29A vendor means, right? That is only here, right? Okay, this is the vendor, right? Debit posting key is Tata Steel vendor. Debit is 29A and credit is vendor 50. Same thing. And once normal invoice is, so before receiving the material, we will make the advance. We will pay some advance to the vendor. Then later, we'll. Yeah.